Okay, I'm getting ready to install this horn kit for my Polaris Ranger. It's a crew cab. It's a 2025 North Star. So before I start taking things apart and everything, I'm gonna plug everything in and make sure it works. As you see, I already got the little clips connected to the horn. And right here you have your pulse bar. So you have these different spares that you can put it in. So I'm gonna unclip this and pull it out. And I'm gonna take this part right here and it hooks right into the pulse. You see how that clipped in? And the only thing I have to do is turn my, see, it don't work until you turn the power on, which is good. So I'm gonna go switch the power to on. And as you can see, that light lit up. So I'm gonna hit it. Oh, that's pretty loud. So everything works on this. So now only thing I have to do is go ahead and take everything apart in here. And I'm gonna walk you through my process of doing it. And I'm gonna install, I think I'm gonna put my horn right here. I think this is probably the easiest place because it could go directly right there. Or since I got that extension, I can also cut one of these slots out and put it here. So follow along. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, we tested the horn. So now we fit to get ready to install it. I got a piece of soft wire. So if you could find some of this, I'm using whatever I have around the house, and it bends easily. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna feed it through this side right here, and I'm gonna bend it and feed it through the other side. As you can see, I'm feeding it, and you might get lucky like I did, and it come on through. And I'm not taking none of the panels and none of that stuff off. I found out that this is the easiest way to do it. So I ran that piece of wire through there, and I'm gonna put it right here on the top left. So first, I'm gonna pop this out. I thought you had to cut it out, but I had a knife at first and I saw it start coming right out. So these are come right out. But I noticed that this slot is a little bit too big for this toggle switch. So I had to do some modifications, and I'll show you as we go. So you can see you can disconnect that right there. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the toggle switch. I think that piece right there is about 10 inches or maybe 12 inches long. So I'm gonna go ahead and feed that toggle through there. And you see it right there. I fed it through. And I'm gonna get my end right here. And I'm gonna take the wiring harness and I'm gonna just tape it together to this piece. And I'm gonna pull it through. And I found out that this is the easiest way to do it. And just take some tape, whatever tape you got. I wish I had some electrical tape, but I didn't have none around the house. So I got some of this tape right here and I wrapped it pretty good. And you want to wrap it because you don't want it to come loose and you don't want it to snag anything also while you're pulling it through. And there's plenty of space I found out that you can pull this through. So you see right here, I'm start feeding it. That's the wiring harness. And this is about 6 feet worth of cable. It's way more than enough. So I'm feeding it through and I'm gonna go on the other side and pull it, and I'm gonna reach through the window and push at the same time. As you see, I'm pushing and pulling it and I'm feeding it through. Once I do that, I'm gonna go on the other side and go ahead and take the tape off and connect that fitting to the switch. And once I took the tape off, I'm gonna go ahead and connect my connection right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull the little cable through. Make sure I get all the slack out of it. And while you're doing that, make sure it's not wrapped around anything and it's free. So So once I pulled it through and got everything the way I wanted, and take this little rubber piece off right here. It's an insulator because I'm gonna be using super glue later, and I'll show you. So once I got it through, I'm gonna go ahead and mount my horn and my relay. And I found this plastic piece right here is a perfect spot to put it at right here. So what I did, I took one of them self-tapping screws and it drills into this plastic. It's just a piece of plastic piece. And what I did, I took another one and I kind of ground the sharp edge off of it because I don't know if it's a hose or something in there, it may poke. So I ground it off, and that's the screws I had at the house, and I put my relay and my horn together. So they're mounted right next to each other. You'll see once I get this tightened up. And it's good to get all the tools you need. It don't take much, you know. And you see I got that tight, and you see my horn is slanting down a little bit, so in case water, you don't want it slanting up, you want it sloping down a little bit. So once I got all that connected, I'm gonna take my fitting here and I'm gonna connect it. And you see I'm tightening it up a little bit. I noticed that when I put it on earlier, it had slack in it, so I'm just squeezing it just a little bit so it could fit on the connector tight. But you don't want no resistance in it if you don't have to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those on. And it doesn't matter which way it goes because it doesn't have a negative and positive showing. So I put it on. You see all this cable is just a lot of cables. I'm gonna tie wrap it fairly neatly once I get everything connected. So you see it won't work right now until you turn it on, because that's how that pulse bar or bus bar work. You see, that horn is pretty loud. Once you turn it off, there's no power to the horn. Like I said, I'm gonna take this super glue because this hole is too big. So I'm gonna just put super glue around the edges, and I'm gonna hold it in there, and you wanna hold it in there for a little while, make sure it's connected. So I'm gonna put some all the way around on each side. And I'm gonna press it in there and hold it, or get you a stick or something and hold it in there. Hold it in there for about 5 minutes and then let it go, and then you can put a little bit more around there once you got everything done. As you see, I got it on there. Don't get that super glue on your hand. It's hard to come off. And I'm holding it there. And like I said, I'm gonna hold it about for 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna work on something else, and then I'm gonna put a little bit more on there also to make sure it's held in place. And you might find out another way to do it without using super glue, but like I said, that hole is too big for this switch. And this is what I do. I always have super glue, duct tape, and zip ties around, and some WD-40. So now I'm gonna just look right here, make sure you see how I got everything tie wrapped really fine. And I got all my connectors in place, make sure there's no slack or nothing. I got my horn connected and my relay connected right next to my horn. So we're gonna go in here and give it a try. So we're gonna put the key in. And you see when I turn it on, it lit up. Man, it's perfect. When I'm driving and just alarm people, let them know, hey, I'm coming, move out the way, or say hello, you want to beep at them. So I'm gonna crank it up and let you hear how it sounds when it's crunk. And I really like it for the price of this horn, and it wires right up to your pulse bar or bus bar. And that's all to it. It's really that simple. So if you want one of these, you can look in the description, or I'll leave a drop down. Have a great day.